and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be discussing about the establishment of underwater telescopes to detect the ghost particles. Now what are these ghost particles? They are the neutrinos. So neutrinos are known as the ghost particle as they are the second most abundant particles in the earth and its environment after the photons. So to study the neutrons, underwater telescopes are being set up by the scientists. So let us first of all look at the timeline. First we will be looking at the news, then what are neutrinos, then why scientists want to study them, what are the reasons, then what are underwater neutrinos telescopes, and in the end prelims MCQ. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 3, that is science and technology. Very important topic because a question had been asked from this topic with regard to neutrinos and the telescopes related to neutrinos. The news talks about why scientists are installing underwater telescopes to detect the ghost particles. Ghost particles refers to neutrinos. As we move forward, Drishti IAS Mukherjee Nagar classes has now been shifted to Noida. So the offline batches in English medium, the classes are open or the admissions are open in Noida, and the address is C171/2 Block A Sector 15 Noida. For any query, give us a call at 87501. And apart from Noida center, the batches are starting from in Jaipur from 16th of January and Noida 9th of January. So you can take admission in offline batches in English medium. Now let's begin. So what the scientists as of now are doing to study the neutrino particles, they are deploying 2 telescopes to detect the high energy neutrinos. So neutrinos particles are high energy in nature and they are also known as the ghost particles, and these 2 telescopes the scientists are deploying under the Mediterranean Sea. Where is it being deployed? Mediterranean Sea. What is the reason for their deployment? To study the neutrino particles, as neutrino particles are also known as the ghost particles, and neutrino particles are high energy particles. Then these 2 telescopes are part of the cubic kilometer neutrino telescope. So the two telescopes that are being set up are part of what? They are part of the cubic kilometer neutrino telescope. It is one of the telescopes will study high energy neutrinos from space and the other will study the high energy neutrinos from atmosphere. So the 2 telescopes, they both will study the high energy or the high intensity particles called neutrinos. One will study the high energy particles of neutrinos from space, while the another one will study the particle neutrinos from the atmosphere. And they will work just like the Ice Cube Neutrino Observatory. So this Ice Cube Neutrino Observatory has been set up in Antarctic, and the work of this Ice Cube Neutrino Observatory was also to detect the high energy neutrinos from deep space. Now what is deep space? Deep space means the space which are after or above the Earth's atmosphere. So the main purpose of the Ice Cube Neutrino Observatory was to detect the high energy neutrinos from deep space. So the deep space, the space which is beyond the Earth's atmosphere, is from where the high intensity neutrino particles they can detect. And where is the Ice Cube Neutrino Observatory situated? So it is situated in the Antarctic. So the work of the 2 recent telescopes which will be set up is much related or much similar to the Ice Cube Neutrino Observatory. Now what are neutrinos? So neutrinos are particles which are the second most abundant particles in the Earth atmosphere after the photons, and they were first detected for the first time in the year 1959, even though their existence was predicted much before it. But for the very first time it was detected in 1959, but the existence was predicted in around 1930s. And they are tiny particles. Tiny particles means they are very tiny in nature and you will not be able to even detect them with open eyes. So they are so tiny in nature. So neutrinos are tiny particles very similar to electrons, but they do not have any electric charge. So they are high intensity particles, but they do not have any charge on themselves. Be very clear with this, that they are similar to electrons, but they do not possess any charge. That they are similar to electrons, but they do not possess any electric charge. So electric charge is not present on them, but they are similar to electrons. Then they are one of the fundamental particles the universe is built of. So, and this is one of the reasons that why the scientists want to study them, because if they will be able to study the neutrons and about its origin, then because neutrons is also one of the particles which is fundamental in the existence of the universe. So about the universe, the hidden information about the universe can also be detected. Then they are also the second most abundant subatomic particles after photons, and they are so numerous that a billion of them pass through a cubic centimeter of space every second. So they are so numerous in size that they are present in billions in size or numbers, that even in every second in space around billions of neutrons passes. Now, why scientists want to study the neutrons? What is the reasons for the scientists to study the neutron? The scientists are interested in examining the super fast high energy neutrons because they have come from far. So the neutrons which have come from far away are the neutrons in which the scientists are interested in studying. They are not interested in studying any kind of neutrons. They are basically and specifically interested in studying the neutrons which have come from far away. Then these neutrons which have come from far away are rare, and they mostly originate from the exotic events such as the radioactivity or supernova or gamma rays bursts or colliding stars. So these are the events because of which the neutrons have come. These are the events the scientists want to study. And they will also help astrophysicists investigate those space mechanisms and regions like the center of our Milky Way galaxy, which are shrouded in dust. So it will give us information about the Milky Way galaxy, how the formation of Milky Way galaxy took place, or how old is the Milky Way galaxy, what are the hidden information about the Milky Way galaxy that has not come up to till now. Then the dust absorbs and scatters the visible light from objects, making them difficult or impossible to observe with optical telescopes. Now there are many objects in the Milky Way galaxy which are covered with dust, and what happens is that dust does not allow the optical telescopes to observe them, because the dust scatters the visible light. The dust scatters the visible light, and because of the scattering of the visible light, it becomes difficult to observe any element with optical telescope. And it can also give clues about cosmic ray production or even dark matter. So apart from the Milky Way galaxy or the center of the Milky Way galaxy, the study of the neutrons can also talk about the cosmic ray production, and it will also help us in giving information about the dark matter. Then we can also study beyond any dense cloud or accretion disk. So basically the scientists wants to know about the secret information which they have not discovered till now, and the study of the neutrons will help in the discovery of that information. It can be with regard to the Milky Way, it can be with regard to the cosmic ray production, it can be related to the dark matter. Now underwater neutron telescope. Now why do they want to set up telescope which is underwater? So the high energy neutrons, they are extremely difficult to detect. So even though they are present in billions, but they are extremely difficult to detect because they are very high energy, and neutrons barely interact with anything despite billions of neutrons around it. Even though the quantity or the number of neutrons are very high in presence, but they do not interact with things. An average of only about one of them will interact with a person's body during a lifetime. So imagine that during a lifetime of a person, it might be possible that the neutron particle will not collide with them. Then even the ice cube, which has been operational since the year 2011, first, and it is the first telescope to detect high energy neutrons, had been able to only spot a handful of these messengers. So the IceCube observatory, even though it has been in operation since the year 2011, but even though the neutron particles are present in billions in the atmosphere, but still even a handful, only a handful of neutron messengers or the neutron particles the IceCube observatory has come in contact with. Then there is a need for a large volume of optically transparent material in a place where it is extremely dark in nature. Now what will happen is that why the underwater location has been chosen is because the neutron study can be done in a place which is extremely dark, but has a transparent material. So water can work as a transparent material, and underwater the darkness is very, very high. So that location would be a better location as compared to all other locations for the study of the neutron, and that is why the previous observatory, which was the IceCube observatory, it has been set up in Antarctic, while the recent telescopes has been set up in Mediterranean Sea. Now in the end of prelims MCQ, and you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. It is a PYQ of the year 2015, and the question reads, in the context of modern scientific research, consider the following statements about IceCube, a particle detector located at South Pole, which was recently in the news. So that is how the question can be asked in the examination. First, it is the world's largest neutron detector encompassing a cubic kilometer of ice. Second, it is a powerful telescope to search for dark matter. Third, it is buried deep in the ice. Whatever we have studied till now, I am sure you will be able to solve this. It is buried deep in the ice. It is present in Antarctic. Then it is powerful telescope to search for the dark matter. Then world's largest neutron detector encompassing a cubic kilometer of ice. This also we have done. So give me the answer, and you have to talk about the correct statements. Codes are 1 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3. So give me the answer in the comment section, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time. Keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.